Hi, this is Thomas with Believe in the Run.
This is Robbie with Believe in the Run.
This is Megan with Believe in the Run.
And you're listening to The Drop.
Wait, can you explain what you almost said at the beginning of this?
No.
Why?
Because that's my personal life.
Oh, it's a healthy wealth. Do you have a...
Before our cheers, before he has a drink, that's what he says. But he didn't. But he didn't finish saying it.
I mean, what's wrong with saying a good salutation or cheers?
All right. So it's gotten expanded over time. It started off more simple.
Okay.
But now it's happy, healthy, wealthy, wise, strong, and beautiful. And then clink glasses and pow.
Okay. You literally never said that to me before a drink.
Yeah.
Just messed up.
Well, I will do that for you next time we have one.
Okay.
Do you think we'll have a cocktail in New York? Because I think you and I are off the hook because we're headed to New York. By the time you hear this, we're already in New York. We've already done.
Yeah.
We're about to do our first shakeout run. Robbie and I, we got the best job of the whole party.
Finally, a race weekend where I don't have to run.
I don't know. I think you're missing out. I love this race.
I do love the race.
How much did you enjoy Chicago, though, Meg?
That was a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although my family's going to be there, so.
All right, Carl, we're going for it.
I mean, Carl's running with me.
I know.
I mean, yeah, but we'll still have a good time.
Yeah, and Aubrey's going to be there. And so you're bringing up the whole clan.
Yeah.
Is Kimmy doing shakeouts or?
Yeah, well, I might do it with Rye, the Saturday one.
Are they all coming up on that early?
No, they're coming a little bit later.
So after school?
No, they're still leaving like 11 a.m. or something and coming up. So they'll be there by 3:30 or whatever.
Yeah, I at this point, I think I always wanted to wait till the boys were a little bit older to take them on these trips. Now I feel like they're at the age where definitely Theo could come because he would participate.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, okay, he's big enough that I don't know that we'd want him in the same hotel room.
Yeah, he would take up all the space.
It's gigantic.
No, they like New York City, and the things that they love are the cheapest parts: riding on the subway, going to the playground at Central Park.
What about the Lego store, though?
They're not. They like going there, but they're not as huge into Legos as they used to be. But dude, you know what I might buy? Because I've been every year. I'm like, I want to buy that, and I'm like,
you're gonna get the Harry Potter
close. Guess
set?
Again. The holiday season's coming up. Can you imagine what I would like to buy that would coincide with that?
A nativity Lego.
Yeah, the Bethlehem set. No, I'm gonna go with I really want the Home Alone house.
Oh, that's cool. Do they have that? The Lego Home Alone house?
It's like $300.
Okay, but
every year I'm like, I wish I would have had that.
Do Legos have a resale value? Because the kits are so expensive. Like I'm like, how?
Well, there was a time, at least a few years ago, when people were. This was during the recession or whatever, 2008, 2009, when people were just buying up Lego sets and then flipping them a year later and making, 25% on them, which is way more return than you would get on the stock market. So
in a year, yeah.
Greater investment than that. I don't know if that's the case anymore, but yeah, I don't know if they have, but those are brand new sets too, not like open.
Like someone's made it.
Right.
Like I feel like once you open the bags and make it, it's now just a heap of plastic.
It's like running in a pair of Air Force Ones or whatever.
I guess, but you can probably resell those if you get the creases. The crazy thing though, I look at our house and I know how much they are, and the boys have collected over time.
Yeah.
We've got a nice investment in Legos.
Oh yeah.
Have you ever watched, there's a video that has the factory making the little people and you get to watch it from like them pressing the plastic to doing,
that's cool.
Like even painting the faces on the yellow heads and stuff like that.
That sounds like, is it like how things are made or whatever?
It's just a reel that's like, it just takes you through. There's no voiceover or anything. You just get to watch it. And I got stuck watching it.
Did you hear about that shipwreck that like a container ship was at sea during a huge storm somewhere in the Atlantic, and it tipped over a bunch of containers, lost a bunch of containers, and they were Lego. They were all filled with Legos. So they ended up, now they're getting washed up on the shore, all in England and in US, and they're highly sought after as like as collector items.
Yeah, because it'd be sealed in those plastic bags.
Yeah, or I don't even know if they were. Yeah, right. So but if people find them, it's kind of like, oh, I found this many pieces. There's a tracker online that says how many pieces from the shipwreck have been recovered.
Huh.
Which is, I don't know if it's depressing or cool.
But before, I mean, I guess we're
sad
kind of
all that plastics in the ocean.
And Meg, you're supposed to reel us in at some point. But before
this
you
is
do,
Lego, this is weird going all in on Legos. Yeah.
Before you do
Where's that? Wow, Ralphie.
I think that it would be cool. There is an app out there, but you should be able to dump all your like loose Legos into a bin.
Yeah.
And then it print out different sheets of stuff that you can use.
Oh, that'd be cool. Like a 3D printer of Legos.
Okay, you have these parts. Here's things you could build.
I got you. That's actually a good idea.
Because think about all the you've seen buckets at people's houses of loose Legos.
And no one knows. And the thing with Legos, the thing with Legos
this is the last comment on Legos.
The thing with Legos these days is that because the sets are so specific and so like a Harry Potter set, you'll have tiny little pieces that don't go to anything else, just that Harry Potter set. And that really throws off the whole thing. And you have all these extra triangular things that don't fit anything else, you know, Meg? It's a problem.
I'm so done with this
superpower. Would you like to be able to look in a refrigerator and be able to say that you're like one of those magic mind people
heading, but yes.
that you can look in a refrigerator and you could create any kind of food item or menu recipe that you want.
That's just called being a human being.
Or would you like to be able to look at like a bunch of Legos and be able to come up with really cool
I think
designs?
The more useful one would just to be a chef. So I'm going to go with that one.
See, I would want to be able to look at Legos and be like, well, how do you make that?
Like the Rain Man of Legos.
Yes.
Yeah. That's cool. I mean, that's something.
Yeah.
All right, Meg. So you want to talk about running or something?
Actually, there was a couple things I wanted to talk about, and one was this ring that I got recently.
Hold on. Okay, go ahead.
I'm supposed to get one.
Yeah, TBD if it's coming.
One ring to rule them all, or is it there multiple
Pretty
rings?
much.
You know the Aura rings?
That's what they had to throw into Mordor, or is that a different thing?
That was the Frodo's thing.
Okay.
I can't. I give up.
Which, with Ralphie or us?
All of it.
Okay.
So anyway, May got this ring.
Sorry. So I do know the Aura rings. They're like the things that track your sleep and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. And yeah. So
this one I got is called Ultra Human Ring Air.
Like heir to the throne, or
I think they added that
because
it's very light.
It is light.
Oh, it is an heir to the throne. It's AIR. Okay.
Yeah.
Ring air. Okay. It sounds cool either way.
Anyway, I just wrote my review up on it, but I was excited because while the Koros I think is amazing for all of your moving activities, the sleep, I don't know how accurate it is. Maybe I'm not sure. So I feel like this one gives you so many details on your sleep and recovery and your HR. And so it's been cool to look at all that nerdy data.
It even does human resources.
Here's why I like it and why I was excited to get it. Because now I can finally buy a Rolex. Because I always wear... I can't.
Does that justify it?
I can't.
Oh, you're saying because you have a activity tracker, so you can really...
Like I sleep with... I don't take off my Koros.
Right. Oh, really?
By the way, I'm wearing the new Koros Pace Pro.
Is that...
With the
it might be under
AOLLD. AOL.
It might be under
They showed it on...
Oh, they did?
They did a Instagram thing.
Okay.
Anyway, it's got that...
AMOLED.
There it is. I couldn't figure out how to say it because I'm like OLED.
Yeah.
AMOLED. That makes sense. So it's got the bright screen now. That was like the one difference I think that people with the
problem with Koros in the past is the screen was kind of dim.
Yeah, you got used to it,
right?
But this is a nice addition. Anyway, I wear this all the time, and I was thinking if I had the ring, you could wear a regular watch. I was joking about the Rolex because I was waiting for Megan to be like, "You can't get one."
Yeah.
But if you could wear a Casio. Or like a dress watch.
Like a calculator watch, so you can actually do math problems for once.
Yeah, exactly. And still have the other data that you want, like heart rate and sleep and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Do you find that it could replace your watch for certain things?
It's not as good with the activity stuff, like the running.
Well, no, if I'm running, I'd throw on a sport watch.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So is it accurate?
I think so, because I have been comparing it to the Coros data, and it is fairly similar, but it's a lot more detailed. And so like where it's like the Coros says, oh, you slept for this many hours, and it's sometimes accurate, but sometimes as soon as you lay down, it thinks you're sleeping. And this like gives you a breakdown of like deep sleep, REM, like when your heart rate dropped at what time of night. And
so it sings songs to you like Everybody Hurts.
Yeah. That gives you the playlist for REM. What I want to know is, what do you even do with that data? Because I would just look at it and be like, well,
here's what it does, is it makes you evaluate like your habits throughout the day, and you can see trends of like, oh, I do this and then this happens.
Like,
are you saying drinking?
Yeah.
Do you have 2 martinis?
There's a direct correlation with your heart rate not dropping when you drink in the evening.
Way.
Yeah.
Here's the thing that I thought was interesting, though. Megan tells me last night, it tells me that I'm getting a fever or something. So this morning I'm like, hey, and she's like, but I don't believe that. How would it know that? I don't know. I go, this morning, I go, how'd you sleep? And she goes, I don't know. I was hot, and then I was cold, and I'm like, sounds like you had a fever.
Really? Was the only prescription more cowbell, or does it tell you that?
No, It doesn't tell you that. It should, though.
Yeah.
That should be a push notification.
Do you think you had a fever?
I don't know. It's weird, though. The night before, it said there's a potential like chance of you getting a fever.
Like, and then literally, like it's a rainstorm?
And then literally last night, I was waking up like in sweats, like sweating, and then I would be cold.
What if it actually just gives you a fever, though?
Right?
Like it's trying
in your
to
head.
It's a magic ring?
No, like it actually gives you a fever. Like it sends off frequencies. It gives you a fever just to prove that it's right.
The thing was, I was like, Megan, do you think you had a fever? Then she goes, no.
I mean, because I feel fine. Like, I don't think that's what it was.
Yeah.
Interesting. Maybe it'll give you a warning that you'll get a race PR, and that'll happen.
That would be nice.
It'd be weird, though, since she's going to run New York for fun.
Yeah.
So,
that's how you PR.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're going to drag Carl down to a sub 240.
Sub 240.
Carl could do it. Carl could do it on a good day.
I don't know.
He tried.
Carl seems to be braking every time he goes for a run.
Yeah.
All right, first check-in. Man, I am loving the temps out there right now, getting runs done. It just feels easier. Heart rate stays a little bit lower in these cool temps, and it's just smooth. So I hope you're out there having a fantastic run, enjoying this weather. I don't know. You can't beat fall running. I think it's probably the best. Right. All right, so we're breaking in here with Ryan Haynes, who just ran the Amsterdam Marathon with Mizuno, trying out a new shoe, the Mizuno
Wave Rebellion Pro Beta.
Yeah, Pro Beta. They're going to call it the Pro 3 at some point, right?
Yeah, they're going to
or is it
tweak
tweaked?
It a little bit.
Okay. And from your experience, it might need a little tweaking. We'll get into it.
Yeah, so I thought it was a great shoe for 16 to 17 miles, but a marathon is 26.
It is.
I found, you often find that out the hard way.
You do. I mean, but did you do any 20-mile long runs leading up to Amsterdam?
Not in the Pro Beta.
All right.
I didn't want to like push it too far and kind of like waste some of those good fresh miles.
The bounce.
Yeah.
Hey, I tried out the shoe myself. I felt it's a little aggressive for me. Like it was fine when I was doing my 400s, but when I was going any speed that wasn't like leaning forward and trying to actually push the pace, it's not a shoe that wants to settle down.
No. And that's kind of why I said 16 to 17 miles, because that's how much I felt like fresh and I was kind of leaning forward and like going for it. But as soon as my form started to break down, I kind of started to feel like I was fighting the shoe.
Yeah.
Sliding you forward.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty aggressive, all things aggressive shoe.
All things go.
Including the zebra stripe pattern and the foam stack, which is probably, we always talk about this, over 50 millimeters that they get away with.
I believe it's 61.
Whoa.
61?
61.
Really? Okay.
That's what Running Warehouse has.
Oh, really?
That's nuts, man.
Yeah.
61, what is that equivalent to in a high heel? Does anyone know?
I think that's the highest heel. No, I mean, it's got to be
just about 2 inches.
Is it only 2 inches? Okay. That doesn't seem crazy.
Europeans are going to lose their mind.
And millimeters.
I'm going to trust Ryan since he was the last one in Europe.
Yeah. So you actually got to go out there with one of our favorite content creators, Aubrey.
Aubrey is an experience.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I knew you guys had met him a couple times, and I'd heard so many good things about Aubrey, but I don't know how someone holds that much energy.
It is amazing. Like, I wish I had the enthusiasm and the gratitude that he has. Like, people think it's like maybe he's put on, but I actually genuinely think.
Oh no, he's for real.
He's out there. Now when he went to go try the shoe, he decided that it was too aggressive for him for a marathon at his pace. So he wanted to maybe drop down to the half.
Yeah.
So he dropped down to the half. Was he able to see you at the finish?
He saw me at the finish. Yeah.
All right, cool. Why don't you describe the course a little bit?
Mm-hmm.
So the Amsterdam Marathon is the opposite of the Baltimore Marathon in every way because it is almost pancake flat.
Nice.
But you start right in the heart of the city in the Olympic Stadium. So your first 200 meters and your last 200 meters are actually around the track.
That's cool.
I thought that was interesting because they said you start the lap and then you go run your miles and you finish again the lap. So you get one complete lap of the Olympic Stadium.
That's cool.
But it's not contiguous.
Yeah.
Right.
It's the longest lap you'll ever run.
So so it's not a full lap around the first time?
No, you basically do the same 200 twice. So you'll go a straightaway and a curve.
Okay.
And then once you're coming back in, you'll do the curve and then the straightaway.
And is it the same side or is it different sides?
It's the same side.
Oh, dude, so you don't even get the
You don't get a full lap.
Full lap.
Okay, but would you like to run the whole lap or at that point where you're like, I'm good, I'm done?
Oh, I was done.
Yeah.
I didn't care about the lap.
Oh, man. So this is your second marathon.
Yes.
What were the highs and lows?
Highs where the weather was so much better. Like the first one I ran was 70, maybe warmer than 70 degrees by the finish.
That was the Richmond Marathon?
Yeah. Amsterdam was maybe, I don't think it got any warmer than 55 all day.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. So Mizuno pulled you out a little bit early and kind of like showed you maybe like their ethos behind the shoes, what they're trying to do with the brand. Did you learn anything that was interesting to you?
I did. They really emphasized wanting a sense of Japan in all of their designs, which meant somehow combining technology with simplicity. At one point, they equated shoes to a piece of sushi, where you get that rice layer on the bottom, and it's trying to find a way to like marry that to the upper or the piece of fish. Kind of an upside down metaphor. I probably would have called the fish the foam, but that's just me.
Because that's more of like the flavorful part. Yeah.
Yeah.
What about the wasabi? Where does that come in? Soy sauce.
At one point, they called the wasabi the carbon plate.
Okay.
So it did come in there.
That actually makes sense.
There you go.
Yeah.
A little spice.
Yeah.
And then they gave us a couple teasers on a couple things that'll come out next year, but we haven't actually seen anything yet.
Okay.
All right.
And then anything else? Did you do anything else there with either with Mizuno or just in general?
You know, if my mom is listening, I just kind of walked around.
I got you.
I did hit a couple museums, which was fun.
Museums.
But
Storefronts.
Yeah. And some coffee, some cafes.
Well, that was Aubrey's mission.
Okay.
He wanted to find a coffee shop so badly, but he waited till after the race to do it.
Okay.
So when he saw it would be like a 45-minute walk to get there, he was like, nah, I got to go.
Wow, that's that far to get to?
Well, from where we were having dinner the last night, which was kind of like a little bit southeast of Center City.
Gotcha. And this is a PR for you, right?
Yes.
Did you have a PR cigarette?
No.
Okay. Just had to check.
No.
See if anyone else was jumping on board.
I had that nice PR, feel very sick afterwards.
Oh,
go
nice.
to bed like you have a fever.
Yeah, you don't want any nicotine in that situation.
Did you drink it all after the marathon?
I did. Yeah.
I feel like sometimes you can't even feel the effects of alcohol after a hard effort like
I feel like most times, yeah.
I I was immediately like, all right, it's bedtime.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't celebratory.
Dude,
I
that
was just
sucks.
like pooped.
That's the worst.
All right. So you're back. And as a matter of fact, tomorrow night, you've got a very big night. You're going to be doing the Believe Run Club costume contest.
Nice.
Yep. We're back to regular running.
I guess by the time this comes out,
It'll be over.
the
Yeah,
winner
we'll know
will
the
have
winner.
been decided. Yeah.
Yes.
What are you dressing up as? Is that a secret?
No, I'm going as Batman.
Okay.
That's what I did last year.
Oh, yeah.
It works.
I mean,
I
gonna
think
be-
someone should go as Robbie.
yeah. Good luck. Good luck looking like a 70s baseball
I
pitcher.
was going to say, someone's got to pull off the stash. That's the hard part.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even think they sell stashes of this variety.
Well, they could, if you're prepared and knew that this is what you wanted to do, you could have
That's true.
leaned into growing your own.
Had a few gray
You
hairs, mixed in with a
hair extensions in your stash.
Oh yeah, let's dread them out. Yeah.
All right, well, have fun. Thanks for giving us a little recap of the race, and thanks for being our rep out there in Amsterdam and showing people how to get a PR.
For sure. Thanks, guys.
Yep.
We have to talk about something related to sleep.
Okay.
And it's a Lagoon pillow.
So have you tried the Lagoon pillow with the Aura ring?
Yes, I use it
Or
every night.
Wait,
And,
what's the name of the ring?
Ultra Human.
Ultra
Yeah,
Human.
stop giving
I know. The other one.
Ultra Human Air. It's like Nike Air, but for Ultra Humans.
Yeah. So I think it does make you an Ultra Human just from wearing it.
Apparently, you can get a fever at will.
Yeah. But I will say I didn't think I was sleeping as well as I am based off of this ring, which whether or not it's accurate or not, in my mind I think I'm sleeping really well. So then I feel like I'm not as tired. And I think it's all probably because I have a really great pillow.
Oh yeah, Lagoon pillows.
Yeah. Which, are you still using yours?
Yeah,
every
I could
night?
probably use another one.
Robbie's
just for
not
fun.
switching pillows.
Yeah, true.
Oh yeah, ask me in 20
Like-
years and I'll still be a Lagoon sponsor.
If he got an IKEA pillow, Robbie would sleep on it for 40 years. He'd be like, my neck hurts.
Yeah, I tried to buy. I told you this. I tried to buy a new pillow, like Casper or something, and to replace my other like horrible pillow. And I tried it. I was like, I can't do it. I need a trashy pillow with the Lagoon pillow.
Yeah.
I need the whole spectrum of sleep.
I feel you.
Like a
You
hamster making a pile.
Yeah, the thing is, you can't buy an old pillow anywhere these days.
No, because that's disgusting.
Yeah, but you know that you can take your Lagoon pillow and adjust the stuffing.
That is true, which is kind of nice.
Yeah.
Anyway,
anyways.
if you're not familiar with Lagoon, their pillows they've got different variations. So you take a little quiz and you tell them how you sleep, hot, cold, side, back, whatever. And then it populates the perfect pillow for you. And you can purchase one for 15% off if you go to lagoonsleep.com/believe, and you'll see all the information on there, but just use the code BELIEVE at checkout.
I also feel like that's a good Christmas present, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Like a pillow. That really tells someone you mean something to them.
Or it's creepy. Could go either
No,
way.
but I think it's like, think about it. That's one of those things that
if you
always
put it over their face, it's creepy.
you always probably put off buying.
Yeah.
Are we gonna have to get Ralphie out of your lap?
Yeah.
Ralphie,
A real attention seeker. For those listening, there's a dog in the studio acting like he doesn't know what's happening.
I'm doing something wrong with this water bottle
You
though
know
because
exactly
I'm having
what
to
you're
suck
doing.
really hard on this.
What?
Whoa.
Like it's not coming out easy.
What is happening?
Okay.
I don't know.
Things that.
I'm gonna have to check the instructions.
Thomas is pretending that Yeti bottle is his, and it literally has my name
It
engraved on
does.
it.
Technically, it's your last name,
Yeah.
but I guess that's your name.
Yeah.
So
I don't think you're gonna want it. After.
one more Lego piece of information.
I'm ready.
How?
It actually ties in. The Berlin Marathon
Yes.
I forgot about this, but one of our friends, Ben Adams, he ran the Berlin Marathon last year. He went to the Lego store in Berlin to get a souvenir for his kid and found out that they had a template where you could put on the Berlin Marathon logo and your finishing time onto a little Lego man.
Oh.
Why didn't anybody tell me this?
I totally forgot about it. I was like, remembered it a couple of days before and then forgot.
Do you think you can still get him?
I think you have to do it in store. You know how you can do those customizations in store? And so he got it with like a little trophy in his hand and to like a hat that he's wearing, same color to make it look like
Do you
him.
have a photo?
This is horrible.
I do.
That this
I think I
is
took a
not
picture of it.
talked about.
I totally,
Like I really want to. I would totally have a little Lego Thomas.
I meant to put
on
it
my
in
desk.
the race guide.
Yeah,
the Berlin Marathon. Yeah, look, it's pretty sweet, right?
Oh wow.
It would have been really sweet. Now I hate it.
So if you are a time traveler and are running the Berlin Marathon a few weeks ago,
Wait, do you think
should
you
get
could go to New York City and get
That's what I was wondering.
a New York City one?
I wonder if they would have you could get the template or the logo on it, but that would be cool if you could. Because
right.
the Lego store is pretty close.
I got
to
a
us.
question for you. So when you do emojis,
Yeah.
do you make your emoji skin tone or do you use yellow?
Oh, I just use yellow because I don't even know what kind of skin tone I am. Sometimes if I don't use moisturizer, my skin's more red, and then sometimes it's if I don't even what is moisturizer. I just use like lotion.
I go with yellow too. And I think some people get mad if you don't choose.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
the
I just
default. You're not choosing. That's just
Right.
what you get.
But I'm also like, it's not, and I don't, when I send an emoji,
Yeah.
I'm not like, that's me.
Yeah, sometimes it's like, what if I'm really tan? Like if I had just came back from Florida, what do I do then? So I just decided to use yellow.
Also, I stick with it because you got the yellow smiley faces.
Also,
all that stuff
people
is
think
yellow.
that's them. There's some crazy faces out there.
But what I'm saying is like,
Oh, yeah.
if you see people who, like I use the yellow thumbs up.
Yeah, same.
And I have friends that sometimes use the white ones. I have black friends who use the black emoji or, whatever.
Thumbs
And
up.
I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, okay, so you're saying, hey, I identify with this emoji.
Yeah.
You're getting my thumbs up.
Yeah, I just use yellow. You don't have to think about it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
think
That's
fine.
my go-to move.
I was just curious because the Legos,
Oh, because Legos, yeah. Just make yourself into a Lego and life will be okay. You'll be fine pretty much from there on out. Especially just get one opposable thumb and a claw. You're good to go.
Right. And
You
the
can
other
still
thing
pick
is
things
you don't
up.
have to even worry about gender. You just put different hair on and
Yeah.
that's the gender of the Lego.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Legos were like the first non-binary probably things in the world.
Yeah.
If you think about it.
What about, well, I guess Barbie dolls were.
Yeah, no, they had their
Barbie was.
Legos are the best representation of all of us, I feel like.
Yeah. Or play school. What was the Playmobil? Play school or what?
Yeah, those are like always the cheap. You always knew someone was poor if they had the Playmobil.
Those were expensive.
Really?
Yeah, those were from like Sweden or something.
Oh, I felt like they were. I just thought they were like poor things.
No, the ones that were the poor people were the little Fisher Price people that like had the wooden bodies.
Oh, I had those. Yeah.
Yeah. Those people were eating cheese sandwiches.
Yeah. Who even knew?
Oh, jeez. You can't say these
I know
things.
we're gonna get in trouble.
Oh, I'm there with you. I had like. No.
So how old were you when you found out there was other kinds of breads other than white?
Oh,
Like I picture you growing up with Wonder Bread.
yeah, or a wholesome with the SUM at the end. Yeah, pretty much just white sandwich bread, bologna. Throw some chips on there. Can't go wrong.
So do you still like bologna sandwiches?
Yeah, I would eat them. Yeah,
I don't have a
my
problem.
kids love salami.
What
They're
is
just obsessive.
bologna?
It's the same thing as a hot dog.
That's what I thought.
So not really. So where we grew up is different because they have Lebanon Seltzer's bologna, which is like a sweet bologna.
What's a Lebanese bologna?
It's the town it's like a town in Pennsylvania.
Oh no, I think there is like a Lebanese.
Well, it's just. Are you referring to the country or the?
I don't know.
So there's like sweet bologna, which is kind of it's not like the bologna as you would think, like the Spanish bologna. It's delicious. It's like a smoked meat,
All right.
but sliced up thin, and that's nice. So I still like that.
I think you could put that at an aid station of an ultra.
Yeah, absolutely. That would give you everything you needed. Probably in a worst case scenario, you could probably eat that to survive for a long time.
Yeah, growing up in California, we had like pita bread.
Oh yeah,
Sourdough.
That sounds like a California thing. Well, sourdough isn't like that. Isn't it known out there?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like
San Francisco
San
sourdough.
Francisco.
Yeah,
Okay, that's cool.
yeah. It's yeah. So we were like very cultured when it came to bread.
Yeah, that's. Oh, sourdough.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I didn't try sourdough until probably like 5 years ago.
California
I don't
was
even
big
know.
on whole wheat.
Yeah, whole wheat's crazy. Well, whole wheat is like what your grandma ate.
Well,
always.
what's crazy is
Arnold whole wheat. Oh, dude,
You think about health food.
stuff was gross.
And California was on like leading edge.
Yeah.
So when I was growing up,
You probably had avocados.
my mom ate avocados. And we always had avocado plants growing in the windowsill.
unbelievable.
Like my mom used to just cut them in half, salt them, and eat them right out of the shell.
I mean, that's how to do it.
And then you put the toothpicks in the pits and grow a plant right in your window. We had like 3 or 4 of those going at all times.
Really?
Yeah.
What a life, man.
But what I was going to say is the stuff that we thought was healthy back then, you would look at now and be like, oh, that's gross that they were eating that.
Like what?
Like the whole wheat bread that we were eating was probably still full of sugar and all that stuff. And
I don't think so. That's
No?
probably,
Yeah.
you're probably eating good.
okay.
I think so.
Yeah. We ate a lot of canned stuff and dried fruits and nuts.
Yeah. I don't know. I'd always be digging into the Nestle Quick jar when mom wasn't looking. Just take spoonfuls of that powder. It's like the reverse cinnamon test, but you know what I mean?
Let
The
it melt in your
cinnamon
mouth.
Take that to the face.
But better, you could just, it would actually eat edible. I mean, dude, a spoonful of that Nesquik.
Megan makes,
That'll get you going.
you know, the healthy muffins for us, the no bakes that were from Featherston.
Yeah.
And so there's always chocolate chips in the house. I like a chocolate chip cookie. Like and it's a good thing that they're not in the house because if they're in, I have trouble not eating them. And same thing with ice cream. You can't keep it in the house. So we have these chocolate chips, and every once in a while I do the little, reach into the drawer, grab a handful of chocolate chips.
That's a hard one to avoid because we keep them in the freezer.
Oh,
The semi,
Keep your chocolate chips in the freezer.
yeah, like semi-sweet chocolate chips. Man, whenever I see that bag, I just have to grab a couple.
it's insane.
So good. All right, but that's probably it. Really, everything we are talking about is basically an aid station at an ultra race.
Right. So just think of it. That's how it's related.
I'm
to
surprised
running.
they don't have bowls of Nesquik powder just sitting around. Just snort lines of that right off the table.
Yeah, the snorting would be tough.
Full Scarface.
You got that pinky finger of Nestle.
Yeah. Grab the key for your Subaru. Just
Bump some Nestle off the key. That's awesome.
I think they should start the Scarface 100. That should be a race.
I think some people are running that.
Yeah,
I think some people
and
are
honestly,
doing that.
that sounds, I'm sure there are people.
It's just unsanctioned.
Yeah.
That's happening.
Yeah.
And those are enhanced games. In a
But
different
speaking of
way.
which, is the enhanced games actually happening?
I think they're having trouble getting a good drug dealer.
I want to see it so badly, honestly.
Dude, I
How do you
do.
get sponsors for that?
Oh, big pharma.
I mean, honestly, yeah, probably.
Dude, we got to get away from this stuff they're doing to us now, like causing diseases and stuff like that, and maybe start making us superhumans. Like, stop trying to make us addicted to your pill and give us a pill we want to be addicted to.
Stop trying to have sicknesses that you can take care of.
Manufacturing sicknesses.
They're not going to make money if they make us superhumans. That's the problem.
Yeah, they would.
Oh, you think?
If I could be a superhuman, there's no way I'm stopping taking that drug.
I guess that's basically what Ozempic is. It's like you have to, once you're on it, you have to stay on it.
Exactly.
Can't wait for the comments.
Yeah.
People are always grilling us for any mention of Ozempic because I have no idea what I'm talking about, but I pretend that I do.
Well, Rob,
we always put that disclaimer out there.
Yeah.
I'm like, don't ever take my advice for anything.
And the only reason you say that is because you hate getting those comments where they're like, he doesn't. No, but you guys understand, Robbie has a degree from Johns Hopkins from Baltimore here in microbiology.
Yeah, Myco.
Microbiology.
Yeah, and it's John with it. The S is missing.
Yeah.
It's just John.
John Hopkins. I know John Hopkins.
Yeah.
I know.
It was I had to go to class under a bridge every day. It was really weird. But I got my degree and it's handwritten by the man himself.
I know Johnny Hopkins.
Yeah.
That'd be a good scam. Living in Baltimore, handing out John Hopkins.
Yeah.
Dude,
I've always, sometimes I think about maybe I should get addicted to cigarettes or drugs again. I was never addicted to drugs, but
sorry, Robbie's
cigarettes,
mom, for learning this.
Nicotine is a drug. Because they have those pull tab flyers all over town. That's like, do this ketamine study if you're an addict, and you just go in and do, or they do a mushroom study at Johns Hopkins to get.
Why do you have to be an addict to do that?
Because they want to see if
it helps.
Yeah, if it helps like break your addiction. Like,
Got it.
So they have a psychedelic institute there that is testing out.
What if you're a
kinds of
ketamine
stuff.
addict though, and they give you ketamine?
I think you're just happy then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I am starting to know that I'm aging out of certain things because I don't know some of the drugs that are coming out, like pink cocaine,
I don't even know
ketamine.
It's a drug that doesn't even have cocaine in it. And how enhanced games is probably never happening.
Yeah. I don't know. I still have faith that
I felt like it was weird that the athletes that came out and said they wanted to participate, because then it's kind of like,
right.
okay, so now what?
I mean, I
So you
feel
can't
like
go back.
I feel like we already have an enhanced games happening.
Yeah.
in
We
regular
do.
running.
It's a non-disclosed enhanced game. But I mean, another record went down this week, but it was only by a second.
Oh, the men's half marathon.
In Valencia.
He had kind of been trending in that direction for a while. So that was cool. Valencia wasn't like half the women's half marathon world record set in that same race.
Yeah.
It's a fast course.
Yeah. But like there was 4 women that went in the top 10 all time or something during that race, I think.
This, like the race that just happened?
Yeah, in the half marathon distance, which is pretty wild. I'm assuming it was good conditions that day.
Did you follow any of the Javelin 100?
Javelina.
Yeah.
What did you just call
Well,
it?
they mess around with the names. Javelina 100 or something.
They put a J. It's a silent J on both.
Yeah, I like,
both words.
but I like saying the J, so it's
That's
Javelina
cool.
100.
I'm all right with that.
But Javelina 100.
It's a trail race out in where is it?
Arizona, I believe.
Yeah,
It's like 200 miles. Isn't it?
And why do
it's
they call it
or
100?
maybe-
maybe it's 100.
Yeah, that's probably why
Yeah.
they call it the 100.
No, there are other distances, but there's like a 100K, I think, 100 miler. It might only be 100K.
I think, well, that was the crazy thing. I saw people doing all these different distances, so I had no idea.
There's too many ultras. I always forget what's what. But yeah, some of our reviewers, I think, were running that. Melissa and I think Reese, our other trail reviewer. So it's a 100 miler and 100
100K and 100 miles.
Jalloween party trail.
I believe it's Halloween.
Speaking of Halloween, you're going to be on a train to
we're
New
taking
York.
a train to
Are
New
you
York.
dressing up as conductors or what?
I
Yeah.
think we'll pretend to be part of the staff.
Ahoy, matey.
We'll just walk down the aisle and ask for people's
Yeah.
tickets.
I like that.
Yeah.
You should do it. See
What
if
do
you get
you
kicked
call it?
off.
A conductor. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I said. What's the guy? But who's the guy who gets the tickets? What's his name? He's not the conductor, right? That's just an
that's
attendant. A courier? Is that what they call him? Bellboy? Bellhop?
No, that's not it.
Train hop? Dang, I'm gonna look it up. What is the guy who takes tickets on a train? It's a ticket inspector, ticket collector, or ticket inspector.
Wow. That's a tough one. I would have never got that.
I mean, the inspector part, I don't know that you would have gotten.
Go Gadget.
That'd be a good costume if you actually had all the gadgets
Things.
coming out. I don't even know if people know what Go-Go Gadget even means anymore.
Second check-in. Isn't it weird how you go out for a run and maybe you're doing a workout and the first 2 miles are supposed to be warm-up miles and then you're supposed to get into your speed work. And while you're getting ready, you're like, man, there's no way I can run any faster than I'm running right now. This is hard. This feels hard. But then when the paces kick in, you're supposed to do that workout. Somehow you're able to break free and get those paces nailed and hang in there. And I think that's kind of like the beauty of running is like you go out there, you don't know what you're going to get. And sometimes you surprise yourself. And when you do, you feel great about it.
All right, guys. Element is still a sponsor of this podcast, but for a limited time, they're offering their chocolate medley.
Ooh, that sounds pretty delicious.
You know, it's not like you're not going to put that in your bubbly water.
No.
You could.
Could you?
You could.
You want it heated up, I think.
Yeah, some hot water with either the chocolate mint, the chocolate chai, or the chocolate raspberry.
I've heard it's pretty good in coffee too.
You could also put it in your coffee.
Okay.
Would you do it before your run?
Yeah.
Okay.
Some hot coffee, some chocolate medley.
I do like a mocha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All that good stuff. Also, our offer is still available. So you can go to element.com/thedrop and get a free Element sample pack.
Do you know if the sample pack would have this chocolate in it?
Yeah.
There you go.
So go get them and enjoy.
I don't know. I'm seeing so many like AI things now and ways
You're deep into the AI world.
You got to know your enemy. So I'm trying to figure it all out and playing with it, but it is getting scary how good the stuff is. Like you can mix in things, like we could be doing something and mix in footage that like
of video footage.
Yeah, that would be as good as anything that Hollywood's come up with.
What do you think about Strava's AI coach?
Okay, that's a good question.
That is a good question.
Okay, so we have the premium membership to Strava, both Megan and myself.
Flex, no big deal.
No, so I'm saying I believe it's a thing that you only get from the premium.
It is, yeah.
Okay, so the first couple of ones, I was like, wow, this is really cool. It kind of analyzes what you're doing and kind of gives you some feedback. It's a very positive AI.
It's definitely affirming of your...
Yeah, has it ever told you anything negative?
No.
Yeah, I don't think mine has either.
So at first I was like, hey, this is pretty good. And I even sent it to my coach and was like, hey, look at this. And he goes, oh, I'll be out of a job soon. Look, can't help, kid. But
you got that through Pony Express, the message.
Yeah. He sent a pigeon. He sent a courier pigeon.
He's moving into the future.
Yeah.
I like it.
Here's your workouts for the week, son. Anyway, it starts to get repetitive.
Yeah, I got that vibe.
It tells me every time I'm trending faster than the last 30 days. No matter what I run.
Really?
Yeah.
How long have you been using it?
I guess like a month.
Oh, it might be right.
I mean, I technically after Berlin, so.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, is it anything you're like, wow, that is some insightful stuff right there. Okay.
No, there's nothing that's like, I would think that it has to get to the level where it's like, here's what we recommend that you do now, or we recommend that this is an action you take.
Yeah.
Like we're seeing your trending, we're seeing your training, you're steadily doing these runs. Maybe you need to add in this type of run, or seeing how many miles you're running and seeing your sleep. Which Strava doesn't check in.
That's what I'm thinking, though, is the next step is you're going to connect something like the Ultra Human Ring with your Strava.
Well, Chorus is connected, has all that.
But I don't think that they're using that data to give you like feedback.
Insight.
Yeah. Like if it's a real coach, it should be incorporating like, oh, your heart rate was way higher than it is normally at this pace. You should be, doing X, Y, Z.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that's something I'll ever care about. I hate this. It's just funny because they gave it to me for free. I didn't have a premium thing.
Oh, that's right. You got it.
And they were like, do you want to test out the AI? I'm like, whatever. So then I don't think to be fair, I've only run like twice in the last month.
That's not true. Twice?
3 times.
Didn't you run this week?
Yeah, once.
Okay.
Yeah. So, okay. I ran 2 miles last week. I ran 5 miles yesterday.
Oh.
Dude.
And I'm going to get back to it though. I'm back.
It's up to you.
My ankle was still bothering me last week though.
Okay.
Like when I just ran 2 miles and I was like, oh, it still hurts. So yeah, but it feels mostly better now.
Yeah. I mean, Meg's been regular mileage.
Yeah. Well, treating New York like a long run. So trying to keep the mileage up there so that it is a fun day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been running and it feels, I love, maybe I just needed this for a little bit where there's not like necessarily a race or a goal.
Yeah.
So he's got me just doing like 40 mile weeks to like kind of just stay.
That seems pretty good though. That's a pretty...
Yeah, but there's no long runs in it. It's like my longest run last week, I did 40 miles. My longest runs were like, maybe I did 9 miles.
Okay.
I think.
Well, you're so used to marathon training that 9 miles is a short run.
Yeah.
But for not everyone, that's not a long run.
What I mean, like, I'm used to marathon training where you have like
traditional long run
between
18,
12 and 20
yeah.
miles on the weekend, when you can go run with the bastards and cut 2 miles off the 10-mile route because you're only running 8, which, by the way, it really is. It's funny. Like, I'll be doing the warm-up miles. I don't know if anybody else feels like this. And you're like, I don't know if I could run any faster than this. And then I get with the group, like, because I was jogging down to the group. I'm like, man, I'm going to be in the back today. I just don't have it. And then I get down to the run, and just being with other people, you kind of like just float into the pace, and you're like, oh, wow, okay.
No, it definitely helps.
I think when you're surrounded by people that are running effortlessly, it makes you feel like it's not as hard.
Well, that's yes and no, because there were times where like people were running and I'm like, we're going a little hot. Like, maybe I just want to slow it down. So I actually did slow down a little bit, and then I caught back up with everybody. And then on the way back.
All right.
Yeah,
that's
nice.
Pretty solid. I did not feel not too great. I mean, actually yesterday felt nice because it was pretty nice
Beautiful
temperatures.
It's great running weather
40,
right now.
45 degrees yesterday morning.
Yeah.
And it was just, that was great. And I was running in that Solomon shoe.
Which one?
Spectre?
The Spectre, not the S-Lab Spectre.
Spectre 2.
Spectre 2.
Yeah. What do you think?
I actually kind of like it. It's not like blow your mind, but it seems like a solid just daily trainer mileage eater.
I like the geometry of the way that it interacts with the ground.
Yeah. That's the same.
It's surprisingly stable. Mm-hmm. You would look at it, and I don't think you'd think that.
I thought the same thing. Yeah.
And I think it's good. I do miss from the S-Lab the more responsive foam being in there.
Right. It's not as bouncy or whatever.
Yeah. And the first time I wore it, I was like, I think I was surprised. So I was like, oh, this is really good. The second time, I was kind of like, it's okay.
Yeah. I mean, I like it. It's not, like I said, not the most exciting shoe in the world, but it's not a bad shoe.
You're going to get more miles this week in the 1080 V14.
Yeah, I feel like I've had enough miles in my life on that shoe, but that's all right. I mean, it's fine. It's a good shoe.
So this will be a big week for you because you'll have 2 shakeout runs. That's at least 2 more runs.
And that, I mean, he wanted me to do a tempo run on Saturday. I'm like an hour long. I was like, that's not happening. There's no way. Yeah. My coach chased me. I'm like,
I don't know if you wanted to run. I don't know. Do I have time on Saturday? Like, can I go for a run in Central Park? I don't know if I want to do a tempo run, but like maybe an hour run.
Oh yeah, maybe. Okay.
We'll see. We're going to go give away card boxes, but you don't have to be there.
Yeah, we could go for a run.
All right, we'll see.
Because we don't have to, like these guys.
By the way, big news about the card boxes that we'll be giving out on Saturday. If you happen to be listening to this on Friday, Emily Sisson will be joining us for part of it.
No way.
Handing them out with us.
You could get a card box from Emily Sisson.
Yeah.
Wow.
So even if you didn't sign up to get one, you should just come and say hi.
Olympian Emily Sisson.
Yeah, she's kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
Oh, well, if she had a bagel named after her, what would it be? I was trying to think of that. What would be a good one? I can't, man, usually I'm quick on that. I can't think of anything off the top of my head.
If she was a bagel?
Yeah, like if she had one named after her.
I mean, you'd have to riff off of Sesame. Sisson, Sesame.
That's a good one. Sesame.
Yeah. Oh, the Sisson, Emily Sesame.
Yeah.
Sesame bagel.
Sesame bagel.
Yeah.
I like that.
You know who would probably be better to give out card boxes, though?
Who's that?
Who's the big guy who's running for them now? The musician.
Last name everything.
Action Jackson.
Bronson.
Action Bronson.
Jackson Bronson.
Yeah. Action.
Yeah.
They should have
Action Bronson. That's the one who should be giving out card boxes.
Shohei Ohtani's gonna be in town for the World Series. They should just bring him out. He's a New Balance guy.
He's the one in all the ads everywhere.
Yeah.
Do you think he could even walk
actually cry
the streets of New York without getting mobbed?
No. Even in I feel like, I don't know, maybe since he's Asian, maybe people won't recognize him as much, like generally speaking.
I don't know. Do you think so?
I don't know. Sometimes I feel like
I wouldn't know who he was.
Americans
if I saw him
aren't good at that.
Yeah, but you
stuff.
don't know any baseball players. Like if Jeter
Right.
walked by you, you'd be like,
I feel like normal Americans aren't good with that.
Really?
I don't know.
I think he's got that kind of stardom. Like,
You're probably right because he's like 6'2" or something, and I feel like you could probably tell, especially if he's wearing a Dodgers hat.
yeah. I mean, I don't know that he walks around in Dodgers hats all the time, but I also think, do you have any interest in this World Series at this point?
I mean, I watched the highlights the day after, so I mean, I want the Yankees to lose, which they are. They're down 3-0 right now.
Yeah, it's looking like a
they've been playing
down.
terribly, so we'll see.
Did you want to name drop someone from our fantasy league?
Oh, did I want to say that I'm winning? Okay. So it was kind of funny because one of our reviewers, I'm not even going to mention his name.
Okay.
Oh, you're going to crush him.
All right.
He was bragging that he's undefeated in the league.
Oh, yeah.
Unfortunately, this week he ended up coming up against my team.
Right.
And
You're talking about Chad.
Yeah.
And even though my team did not win, like basically I have the Ravens.
Yeah.
Is my fantasy. Fantasy.
Oh,
team.
your team, the Ravens didn't win, right?
Yeah, they didn't win, which I felt like they didn't lose as much as get beaten as much as they lost. Like,
Right.
There was balls bouncing off of hands, chests, all this stuff like that, and not in a good way.
Yeah.
And anyway,
Someone made a comment about how they love that you crack yourself up on the show, and it's true.
It is true.
You make yourself laugh the most.
You would be a successful comedian just because you would make yourself laugh. Yeah.
I mean, unfortunately, that the laughter it comes from uncomfortableness of putting something out there.
Interesting.
That I know.
Yeah.
But anyway, so this week, the team, it was depressing to watch.
Yeah, the Ravens lost, but you won your fantasy, which is good.
Yeah, so I don't know can you pull up the standings?
I did too. I think you're in second. I'm in third.
Yeah.
I'm in fourth.
Which I thought,
right behind
I
y'all.
thought Robbie was going to take the league this year.
Well,
Like
I
all
said,
his
all my players got
injured.
injured.
Yeah, it's a real trap.
but I annihilated him. I had 170 points this week, so that was huge. Sam Showdown.
All right, I love this. I got the confetti.
Yeah. It's nice.
Oh man, if only you could see this on the podcast, you would be like, man, I want to live that life. I want to be
See
part
it.
of the confetti crowd.
I mean, not only did I beat him really well.
Yeah,
like,
you're really putting salt on the wound here.
yeah, by 31 points.
Putting salt on that avocado.
Yeah. I mean, some people don't even score 31 points.
Yeah, that's crazy though. Good job. Do you ever put everything bagel seasoning on an avocado? That's nice.
On an avocado and then eat it.
Yeah.
No.
My kids love that. It's good.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't love everything seasoning.
Whoa, what?
Yeah. A lot of times Megan makes the bagels. I'm like, give me a plain one, please.
I don't get it. It's the best seasoning.
I like the salt in it. I like the onion in it. I like the garlic in it. I don't like
Sesame seeds, poppy seeds.
No, I like the sesame seeds.
What do you
There's
mean
one
you
other.
like a plain bagel
There's
over
like one of those.
everything bagel?
There's like
Right?
one
It's
spice. in there.
disgusting.
Also, I don't like the texture on the top of my mouth. All that little.
If you want to say I don't like picking all the poppy seeds out of my teeth, I'll give you that. That is annoying. But between you not liking everything bagel seasoning, Meg not liking fried chicken, I don't even know what's happening at your house right now. There's a crisis.
Speaking of fried chicken,
need
after the
intervention.
Mountain Coast shakeout run that or not shakeout, but the group run that we did last Thursday with Believe Run Club, we went to. I always get this wrong. Betty's Buckets and Bubbles.
Bunny's Buckets and Bubbles?
That's it.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Yeah, and we ordered a 10-piece bucket and deviled eggs and stuff. And
Yeah.
I do. I love fried chicken, and it does make me sad that I can't enjoy that with.
Okay,
my
the only thing
spouse.
worse than that is the deviled eggs you just mentioned.
I will say I'm not a deviled eggs guy, but I get it. I'm not a guy.
Carl was there.
Did you get deviled up, bro? Yeah. I knew Carl would. He's always down for some deviling.
Yeah, he came hungry.
Yeah?
He came hungry. Yeah.
He had a baker's dozen of deviled eggs.
So
Dude, that'll kill you. That's
That
disgusting.
will put you into some sort of medical
Something. Yeah.
emergency.
combustion. We went to
Have you laying your own eggs probably by the end of that.
We went to Bender's, which is right up the street.
That's
And they had Jello shots, so they were $1 Jello shots, so we got everybody Jello shots.
That's the actual name of the bar?
Bender's.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was there a woman there that made them in her kitchen, like at Waltz?
It tastes like it. But I will put it this way: the Mountain Coast team was like, "This is fun, but can we go someplace else?"
Was it a little divey?
It's divey. Oh, not a little.
You should have went from Bunnies, Buckets, and Bubbles to Butts and Betties. Did the quadruple B's.
That would have been Bender's, Butts, and Bubbles.
And Butts and Betties is even divier, I'm guessing, than Bender's, right? I don't know.
Yeah.
Carl, have you been to Butts and Betties? I haven't. Okay. That seems like somewhere you would go.
Yeah. So do you think you're not running as much because you don't have a specific goal right now?
I mean, that's probably part of it, but also I feel like after a marathon, I like to take what do you call it?
Reset?
What's the sabbatical from running or something?
I like a sabbatical. Like you're going to Spain for a little while?
Yeah. I just go to my couch though, or not to the roads. Dude, walking the other day though, I found an entire 30 rack of Natty Boh unopened.
Did you take it?
So here's the thing. I actually don't really like Natty Boh because...
But somebody will.
Yeah, Carl, should I have gotten that for you?
You left it there?
I'm so mad now. Yeah, because I didn't have room in my fridge for it. And I was like, I'm not like...
That's when you phone a friend.
I know.
Send a photo.
It was right there on the sidewalk.
You tell Carl about it.
Yeah, Carl would have came. You wouldn't even have to put it in your fridge.
It was only like...
drank it right on
It
the
was
road.
only like 2 blocks away from Carl,
He would have just invited 3 people right to that spot.
It would have been like ants.
Yeah.
You would have seen Ryan Haynes and Carl just sitting on the curb.
Carl, I'm sorry, dude. I'll get you next time. I'm sure it'll happen again.
Yeah, drinking their Natty Bohs.
Yeah, that was like definitely just left there or stolen or something. I don't know.
I ordered pink hats for New York so that we would stand out. And of all of our Amazon packages, that's what got stolen. Like 3 pink hats.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It got snatched?
Snatched.
Wow. How do you know?
Congrats, because it's not anywhere.
Okay, here's a problem though. Amazon's doing some weird delivery.
Oh, it's an absolute joke.
You can't in this city drop off a package after 8 p.m. and expect it to make it.
It should honestly be illegal.
Yeah.
Like there should be some sort of Federal Trade Commission rule that you can't do it.
Amazon will they're pretty good about
they'll
reimbursing and stuff like that. But like, look, I know we go to bed early, but if it's after 8 p.m. and you're dropping something off at my door, chances are it's not.
But they're delivering stuff at like 2 a.m.
That is true. Like,
yeah, it's like a 95 Corolla will drive up and just throw something out their window, land on your steps.
Yeah.
Nobody even knows.
Oh, I had to get my car jumped. The dude who rolled up, at first I was like, that can't be the mechanic, because dude rolled up in a car that was like falling apart as it like came to a stop.
He used all his mechanic powers on other
his
cars.
Bumper back on. And he gets the other car, and dude, the smell of skunk was out of this world.
Like not actual
like Cheech and Chong
weed skunk. Okay,
yeah,
gotcha.
The smoke was rolling out of I thought, was the car smoking or was it just him opening the door?
Yeah.
And he came out, and I was in my car, and he was jumping the battery, and I could smell it. It like went in through the car.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
The suction when I cranked the
Oh,
engine.
he probably wouldn't even pass his own emissions test. No. I gave it to him. Yeah.
I mean, contact high. I could smell it in the car, and my windows were rolled up and everything like that.
That's pretty good. Maybe maybe he was wearing a cologne or something.
He was wearing a cologne. But it was funny because after he jumped the car, he was like, he had to get some information to, I guess, send back to the roadside assistance people.
Yeah.
And I was like, if I turn off the car, because I had to see the overall mileage of my car, for some reason you have to turn it off. Okay. And turn it back on. Okay. And he just jumped me. So I'm like, I'd have to do it. And he's like, okay, whatever. Yeah. He just gets in his car. And
I'll just set it to 420/69. We'll be good. That's it. You'll be all right.
Final check-in. This is when it gets dangerous for me. I start enjoying the runs. My pace gets a little faster in the fall. And then I go, you know what? Maybe I was wrong about racing. Maybe I do want to sign up for a race. But right now, I'm just going to take it easy, hang in there, and just enjoy running. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like maybe sometimes it's good just to reconnect with it. Don't care about time, what anybody else thinks. Just enjoy moving your body, being out there in the world, breathing in some cool air and getting in some miles and getting home and feeling like you accomplished something. Maybe it's a Saturday and you can hang out on the couch for a little bit or just relax. So if that's the case, enjoy the rest of your day after this run, and we'll see you next week.
All right, guys, let's talk about one of our sponsors, CHERIBUNDI. They have a really exciting new product.
Okay.
What could be more exciting than cherry juice?
Gummies.
Oh, I do like gummies.
Yeah, what kind of gummies are we talking about?
Okay, so they're launching with Pure, which is just like the drink version, but in gummy form.
Okay.
So it's just the tart cherry gummies. And basically there's 12 and a half tart cherries per gummy. So you're getting the same benefits as the juice.
And what's that do? It's like anti-inflammatory.
Yeah, reduces inflammation. You sleep better. You recover faster. There's a bunch of good science behind it. And it's also NSF for sports certified. So they've gotten all the credentials.
I thought you were going to say NSFW. I was like, man, I don't know if we should be talking
A matter
about
of fact, Robbie, it is safe for work.
They're selling them now in 60 count tubs, which you can get at cheribundi.com or on Amazon. But if you go to cheribundi.com and use the code THEDROP, you can save 20%.
All right, cool. But you got it fixed?
I got it fixed, yeah.
You think it was just because of cold?
No.
Sucked the battery out?
That's what I said.
No,
but-
it's because, so I've had the car for 5 years. And the guy said with as much electronics that are in these newer cars, it just drains the battery after 5 years. Because I was like, is the alternator dead or anything?
Yeah, I mean, that's a pretty long time for a battery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now I'm good for another 5 years.
Yeah.
You don't buy cars, right?
What do you mean?
Like you're not, like there's people that are car people that like every 3 years.
Oh,
or
no,
4
I
years.
will hold on to my car forever and ever.
Yeah. We're at that stage where this is our car.
Yeah. I just think it's generally a dumb investment. I just don't care to, like, as long as it gets me from point A to point B. And we don't even drive that much, so.
Like I think I'm going to get it new tires.
Yeah. You think you're going to get new tires? I mean, that's probably good.
I'm kind of excited about it.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, it's got new battery, new tires. And in 5 years I've owned it, it's only got 48,000 miles.
Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah.
So whatever.
Perfect. It's the city life, man.
It
Legos, cars. This is riveting.
Well, no, because
People were
it
loving
was
this.
my day off yesterday from running. But because we're the kind of people that we are in this thing, I was like, 3 miles from my house, I can walk home.
Yeah, that's not nice.
Yeah.
It's nice to be able to have the wherewithal to do that.
And I was thinking, I was like, how great is it that we're in the physical condition that walking 3 miles isn't a big deal to us. Like,
dude, I always
I'm not
think about
waiting on
that.
the curb.
I always think if there's an apocalypse or something, I'm like, dude, I could just run to far away and leave my family behind. But I could, if necessary, you can just, it's kind of nice to know that your legs can get you 100 miles in probably a day.
Yeah, we could do it.
A day and a half.
We should do it. Escape from Baltimore.
Yeah.
And see how far we can go in 24 hours.
Over rivers and valleys.
But there was like scooters and stuff I saw on the way back, and I'm just like, just walk.
I've been thinking if there was an apocalyptic situation or everything goes to, I was trying not to swear, but really if everything goes to shit,
okay.
You could, I think the best way would be just to have a couple kayaks, throw them in the harbor. You're good.
That's
get
actually
out of there,
not a bad idea.
right?
Because you could store a lot of food in a kayak.
Yeah, you can definitely get put your bug out bag on there and just get out.
What's in a bug out bag?
Just like whatever, emergency essentials if you need to grab a
Like
bag.
gummy worms?
Like, people, not even doomsday preppers, but just if you have a backpack full of, your extra pair of glasses, contacts, just general survival
Throw a fishing
stuff.
rod on there?
Yeah. And then just, if you need to grab and go. I mean, some people keep it in their car in case of emergency or whatever.
I like that idea. Can we get a couple kayaks?
Sure.
Yeah. Let me know. I know the code to your garage, so I'll just grab them and go. if I need them.
Apocalypse,
Yeah.
Robbie will be. See you later.
Yeah. But no, I was thinking that would be a good idea though.
That is good also because
you just have two kayaks.
And you're safer probably out there.
I would think so because That's the thing about living in Baltimore City. It'd be so hard to get out of here with the Beltway and stuff, and just in general.
Looters.
You won't be driving.
Dude, one tiny kayak.
No, I'm saying for each person or a double kayak.
But what happens when it's like crazy, choppy?
I mean, I'm just saying you just got to get out, and then you can work your way.
We're not talking about a hurricane.
I'm just saying get out of the city. Just get out of the city.
Like to be able to get out. Like you could get down to Annapolis in probably, I don't know, a couple hours.
I think
it'd be more than that.
Yeah, I think it's taking you like a day.
I got to the Francis Scott Key Bridge before it went down, and that took
in a kayak.
Yeah, it was the worst mistake I ever made.
The current's going that way.
That's the problem. So I was with a friend, and he's like, "Hey, there's a little island right underneath there, like it used to be a military fort or something." Mm-hmm. So he's like, "Hey, let's go check it out." And at that point, I'd joined the Canton Kayak Club, so I was like kayaking for about an hour every weekend or whatever. And it didn't seem that bad. And so we're like paddled out, and I had one bottle of Gatorade. This is in summertime. Get out there. Oh, this is cool. Yeah, check it out. The scary thing is when the big ships are going by, like the wakes
that's a
are
shipping
much
lane, pretty much.
When those big giant like container ships go by, the wake that it throws off, those are like 15 to 16, like they were.
They're big rollers.
Yeah, you roll up. It's not like a wave like at the beach where you get knocked down, but it's like this giant rolling thing, and it's kind of scary. But we got out to the island, explored a little bit.
Oh, you actually went on there?
Yeah,
because that's always been a dream of mine.
Well, I've lived your dream.
Was it a bunch of rats and cats, or what was it?
No, it was like concrete and dirt. Like there was like one little locked area that you couldn't go in. Wasn't that exciting, but it was kind of cool to just be on the island, like you're underneath at that time the bridge.
Yeah.
And then we decided to turn around. By this time, so we left in the morning, and we're coming back, and the sun was just drilling down.
Yeah.
And the current, I guess, is going out, and that's why it wasn't such a pain to get out there.
Right.
And I swear it took probably 3 hours to get back. And all I kept doing was looking at Fells Point. And I go, if I keep moving my arms at this time are like spaghetti. Like I'm just like, I don't know.
You're lucky you got back.
Yeah, it was rough. And then the boats are going by and you're getting tossed.
Because then you have or sailboats or powerboats or anything really.
Yeah, everything was causing like little weight. And like, I just remember when I got to, and I was dehydrated at this point because my Gatorade's gone. It was like 90 degrees. And I just remember getting, I don't think I've kayaked since.
I can imagine.
I was like, done.
That's cool.
Meanwhile,
though.
You're like, that's a great idea to go have that your escape route.
Well, yeah, but just don't come back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just go with the current.
Yeah, get out.
Got it.
That's cool though. So anyways, if anyone's trying to get together and figure out a way to get out of this place,
we'll
start a club. We'll start a Doomsday Prepper Club.
What about that like kayak in a bag that you gave Taylor?
Oh, the inflatable kayak? That would actually be pretty cool.
You could put that, it could be your bug out bag.
Yeah. And then just have force my kids to carry that. And then
but imagine the mobs are coming after you and you're like, hold on, I got to blow this thing
up.
up.
I do think like if that ever happened, if anything happened where you had to get out of the city, like your house is getting trashed. Like you're coming back to nothing.
Yeah.
Like it would be one little thing would turn the city into complete Joker, like Batman situation where it would just be everything's getting.
I don't even want to think about it, but
it's almost that now.
Well, I will say when we
just takes one power outage, it's game over.
The Freddie Gray riots.
Yeah,
I was like, yeah,
that was like. I mean, there's plenty of places busted up then.
Well, what was great is my friend who had lots of guns was still living near us.
He's not living here now.
No. He came and visited this weekend. But yeah.
Anyways, so that's a little bit of a spooky
Halloween treat for you.
Zombie treat.
Did you notice that most people celebrated this past weekend?
Oh, did they?
I guess that's like a thing.
That makes sense.
You want to before,
right?
Yeah, so it seemed like most people were already dressed up.
I'm just, by the time it gets here, it's
over.
Yeah, and I'm like, I'm not spending money on an outfit that I wear one time a year or whatever, or putting that much thought into it.
So you're not dressing up?
No, my kids are kind of recycling their costumes from last year, mixing it up, which is great because I don't have to buy them anything. And yeah,
I mean,
it.
And yeah, I mean, you're not going to buy 2 Spider-Man costumes.
Right.
You know, if you got Spider-Man, you don't need another one.
Yeah, because that would be like the meme, or they'd be pointing at each other.
Yeah.
Although that would actually be funny
Yeah,
if
they
you
should
did
do that.
if you did the meme.
Or your whole family dressed up as Spider-Man.
Just pointing at each other the whole time.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty funny.
I like it. So did you buy any full-size candy bars?
I did not. I'm hoping to procure some along the way, but not from your house.
We
apparently.
won't be here.
I know. Just bring one into work tomorrow. I'll just give it to my kids. I'm just kidding.
We need to be remembered by that.
We don't need any more candy. The candy situation in America has gotten out of control.
We've got full-size Nature Valley bars upstairs.
Yeah, that works. Dude, the candy thing, this is something I've been griping about for the last few weeks. The candy thing is out of control. They're just candy. Everywhere you go, kids are getting candy. Well, I felt like when we were kids, you never got candy at school. That was like a once a quarter treat, like at the end of the quarter. Now it's every day. Their teachers use candy as rewards. I'm like, why are you...
Sending your kids home
if
all
you're a
jacked up.
teacher, why would you be giving kids sugar in the middle of a school day? Like that just seems like you're, shitting on your own doorstep, which I just don't think I would want to do that as a teacher. They're getting it in school. They're getting that after school program. They get it. It's just everywhere. It seems like I need to figure this out.
Do you feel like the faculty is healthy by like are they healthy people?
I think
are they indulging in too much candy?
No, I think they're generally healthy. I think they're millennials that grew up on candy.
You think so?
Yeah.
There's so many things, and you start to wonder, am I angry old man or
I am.
Or are they changed? It's like it's even like with my kids, they're spoiled with shoes. Like I had one pair of shoe and you wore that shoe until it fell apart.
Yeah.
And then
I mean, to be fair, their dad is a shoe reviewer.
it's true, but I'm not getting their size. But they're very particular about their footwear.
But they see that we have hundreds of shoes in the house. So
Yeah, you're not setting a good
Yeah.
example.
That's probably true.
We're the
different
problem.
Pair
I'm
of
the
shoes
problem.
every day.
yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of shoes, did you want to talk about that Diadora?
I do. So it's right behind you, Meg.
Oh. You want me to get it?
Yeah, grab me one. This is the Nucleus. I believe that's what it says, doesn't it?
It says the Nucleo 2.
Nucleo. Yeah, their Italian names always throw me off.
Yeah.
So this one's pretty standard, Robbie. And I know Robbie was supposed to get it, but they sent the wrong size. So I call them, they got you the right sizes outside.
Thank you.
We're going to I think Carl's going to do an unboxing for it.
Okay.
But yeah, this is like your real standard. I would say I hate to say Brooks Ghost, but I feel like that's kind of like the standard in this
Isn't the
space.
B7000 their daily trainer? Or is that,
Nah, this one is it.
is that Max Cushion?
So there's no
not
play.
Max Cushion. This is like just your
Just
basic
normal.
daily
Okay.
trainer.
Okay.
Yeah. No play, it's just the foam. And it's their foams are getting better. And this one, it's an EVA blend, but it's better than the previous ones. And real simple upper.
Their
and
shoes always look good, though.
yeah. I do like how they put the shoe together. Black is tough. Sometimes it'll look cool. Sometimes it won't.
I don't know. People are really into it right now.
I know. It's really come back strong.
Yeah.
But it's
And blue, have you, we already talked about that before. Royal blue is in. You see the minted Saucony Endorphin Speed 4 collab?
yeah. But
I'm not feeling it, but I guess people love, I don't know, whatever.
I don't know anybody who's doing that though. I don't like when we have our group runs or stuff like that. I'm not seeing people buying
Yeah.
blue.
I don't know.
I think sometimes they tell you that that's trending.
Everyone's making it though. It's a
Yeah, but that's
Hoka, Saucony, what was the other one?
I feel like they get sold by the fabric manufacturer, the mesh manufacturers or whatever.
Like where we have an overstock of this color.
No, that's what happens. I'm telling you, because I was on the Lululemon website yesterday and they were like, these are the trending colors. And I was like, I don't like those colors. And then all the other ones were sold out of all the sizes. And I was like,
really?
okay, this is just they're trying to sell these.
Yeah, these are trending
It's a
because
trap.
everything else is sold out.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, so I'm not I do like black. I like white. I like some of the pastel colors. And I like there's a trend coming now. I feel that's like pulling from fall colors, like this green to orange where it kind of looks like kind of that faded foresty green with an orange that's kind of like fall leaves. I'm seeing that on a lot of shoes, and I'm seeing it on some shoes that we might be seeing in next year.
Okay.
But I
like
noticed
earthy
that
tones.
Yeah, like Puma came out with a trail shoe that's got like kind of a foresty green and orange combo. I saw a leak of a shoe that is coming out that's that colorway next year. So I'm seeing a lot of that. But anyway, on this shoe, this is like just a standard, like no frills, basic shoe.
But it's not, you run in it?
I have. I did 8 miles in it this morning on the treadmill. I did another 8-mile run just outside on it. There's nothing. The only thing I would say that if I was going to knock it down a little bit was this rubber just doesn't feel grippy. It kind of has like almost like a waxy feel to it. Like, I don't know what they're doing there, but it doesn't have that tacky grip. But other than that, this is like solid basic. Meg, do you know what the price is on this?
Sure don't.
I'm guessing it's in the 160 range or more.
I'm going to say lower. I'm going to say this probably your 130 to 140.
Really?
Yeah, this and that's what would be my. I mean, I know it's Diadora, so it might be a little bit more.
That's why I was thinking.
But it's super basic, so fits true to size, if not a little bit on the snug side.
Okay.
It's 155.
All right.
That's.
I mean, I would give you the 160 on that.
Thank you. I know it wasn't Price is Right rules, but I don't know. Does anyone even go by Price is Right rules anymore?
I don't even think most people know what that means.
That's sad.
Yeah.
I mean, who was the comedian who did Price is Right?
Drew Carey?
Yeah. Is he still?
I think he's still doing it. Yeah.
But yeah, this one is definitely if you wanted to try a Diadora shoe, but you don't want to risk anything, this is a super safe one to go with.
That's good. Yeah, we'll be getting our best of lists out soon, probably around Thanksgiving time. We'll put together some gift guides. Going to try to do like a Black Friday sales type thing. I think we've done that in the past.
Also Black Friday, Winter Grit.
Oh yeah,
happens.
Winter Grit opens.
Get ready for that.
Which we got to get all that stuff done.
Yeah. It's just going to be a good year, though. I can tell you what some of the swag is for you want to know?
Might as well.
All right. We are going back to, do you remember the green beanie from 2 winters ago? Or was that 3 winters ago?
Maybe 3.
Yeah, it's probably 3 winters ago. It's probably one of my favorite beanies. I know I was talking to someone from the A6 team, and they're like, oh, I still wear that one.
Nice.
And so I went and looked at trending colors, speaking of trending colors, and I picked out a color that I really like. So we're getting it. It's a kind of like a stone clay color. I really like it. But so that will be the beanie. And then we're going to have sweatshirts.
Yeah.
Crew neck.
Oh, man. Dude, my favorite to date grit gear was the crew neck from the second or third. No, like third or fourth.
This one's going to be a black crew.
Black crew.
Is this grit number 10?
No, this is 11.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Because last one was 10. I remember I was like looking at it. I was like, holy cow, we've done 10 grits.
Really? Yeah. How is it 10 though? Didn't we start with the summer one?
We did.
We did summer, winter.
That's impossible.
11?
I don't think you counted right.
I probably did. I probably did count right. I'm telling you.
Summer, winter, summer, winter, summer, winter, summer, winter, summer, winter. It has to be an even number.
Then it's 12.
Okay, I don't know. We'll figure this out.
All right.
I don't think that's possible because we started it in
2020.
2020, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it's definitely not 12.
Hold on a sec.
This math is
Here's why I know, because I was thinking in my head we should do something for anyone who's done all 10 grits, which we can talk about that off air. But I think there's only a handful of people probably who have done that. But
okay, so maybe this is 10.
Yeah.
Sounds like
because I remember thinking that the last grit. And
I was thinking last time I was like, wow, we'll be doing our 10th one coming up.
It's all right, whatever. Anyways, 10 is a lot. 10 double digits.
It's gonna be exciting though. We got good swag.
Yeah, the swag's probably gonna be
it's gonna be sharp. And I know in the past we've had some, like swag comes out at a certain time, and even the last one, it was a little later than we wanted just because of when we received some of the swag. But this time, we're doing everything we can to get it here.
I feel like we always do everything we can.
Yeah, we do.
It's just like it's a lot of it isn't on us, so we can't really. We have no.
I will tell you that the hat should be here before registration opens.
Yeah.
The beanie, and I've been talking with ASICS, and the sweatshirt should be here in time for us to print.
Yeah.
With time to get it out. So
no, it'll be good.
Hoping it's all together. Yeah.
It'll be good. So opening Friday, Black Friday, it will sell out probably the same day, right?
Definitely. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Always does.
Yeah.
How many spots do we have?
It's about 2,500.
Yeah. So get in on that. And anything else? We're going to be at the running event in what, 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Or is it 2 weeks?
That blows my mind because that's normally after Thanksgiving.
Yeah. That's going to be the most tiring 2 days of my entire life.
It's fun, but it's exhausting. Yeah.
What are you looking forward to the most?
The Brooks after party.
Yeah, pretty much.
Y'all out, boy.
Some good food, tacos, and the y'all out boy.
No, of course I do like talking to everybody, seeing what new shoes are coming, and that's going to be super cool. Some new brands too, putting out some cool stuff.
I have a feeling though we're going to see less future product.
We will see less future product because of all the randos coming in and taking pictures of everything as soon as they open.
Yeah. The good news is though, this weekend we are going to see some future product from a couple brands.
Okay.
That they're showing us because we can't see it on the floor at the running event.
Nice. That's cool. Yeah. Anything else?
No, that's it. We'll see you all in New York. And yeah.
All right.
We're already there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're there.
We're there.